It's a very detailed dream with multiple layers on it. And please take this into prayer. Um, there's things we do and don't understand about this dream, and we're just following the Lord. He has told us to come on here and share it with you guys. So, um, yeah, just whatever you hear, just take it to the Lord, receive it from Him, and whatever He wants to share, please put in the comments however you want to go about it. But yeah, I think you can go ahead and share what's up.
Let me turn his mic up. Okay, so
Sounds real nice.
I had this dream, as you see in the title. That's kind of the things that are in the dream. So let me go with. I'm reading off my phone because that's where I wrote it when I woke up. So, let's start off. So it says I wrote here. I remember driving a car, trying to get to my family. Um, I had to go through the city to get to them, but there was traffic everywhere. So, mind you, you're going through the city, you're going through traffic, but there's just so much traffic everywhere. But not only is there traffic going on, but there's chaos. I'm talking about people looting, people probably killing each other, fighting, all this crazy nonsense. Um, so as I was in okay, so I was in traffic trying to get to. So when I was trying to get to my family, I was driving, but it was just so much traffic. But on the left side, uh, I guess it was like a highway where there's a medium, uh, what type of material is that made out of? Cement, cement divider in between. Um, and so there was no traffic on the left side. But as I was waiting in that traffic, there was a building. There was buildings all over too. That's what was weird. But anyways, so on the left side, um, as I looked up in the sky, coming toward my direction, but on the left side, I saw a U.S. fighter jet. Now it was gonna crash. Now, as it was going to crash, I was trying to back up. I was trying to get out of the way of the path because it was kind of coming toward me. For some reason, I don't remember the divider being there or next to me. So as it crashed, but the weird thing about this jet is it was coming down slowly, like descending, and the wheels were not engaging, or there was no time to engage the wheels. So as it crashed, I'm like, yo, this thing's gonna blow up. So I'm looking back, trying not to crash into anybody. Um, so boom, it crashed and landed close to me, but it scraped and it didn't blow up. So I understood that there was no fuel. So I guess they ran out of fuel and they tried to land, I guess, where no one got hurt. So either way, I was backing up. Um, So as it crashed next to me, I began praying and thinking that it would blow up and when it crashed, but I didn't. Or maybe it didn't crash, it didn't blow up because I prayed. I don't know. But I generally was scared when it landed next to me. Um and then I have here, it ran out of fuel and the pilot landed in a way no one got hurt, but as it was coming down, I saw the wheels didn't engage, so I backed up the car near other cars, near missing them as I was trying to back up and get away. And other people saw me backing up and they saw this jet coming, so they were trying to back up so that they wouldn't get hit or crash into as well. So as they saw it, it began to back up. I tried another route. So I managed to get away and I tried another route to get through the city to get to my family, but that was backed up too. So I decided to cut through the city on foot since I knew I wasn't going to get nowhere. I just cut through the city on foot. And I entered this big huge building. It was very wide. It took up a whole bunch of city blocks. That's how big this building was. Um, it was some type of it was a building or some school of some sort, maybe a college campus. I don't know. When I got in and passing through, I was trapped inside as Black people united and took control, claiming that they were the BLM. Uh, they had all the exits guarded. I tried telling one of them, "Hey, I'm Spanish. I'm Boricua." Um, I was like one of them. They declined that I was because I wasn't black. So I tried to preach to them. They wouldn't listen. As I invoked the name of Jesus, they got kind of scared, but still didn't hearken. They didn't listen. So I tried to exit. I left that exit and I tried to exit a different way. So I went a different route. I noticed that there was an exit. That in this exit there was a lot of Spanish people, Mexicans, Hondurans, all any type of Spanish. They were toward that direction. Um, I told them that we should stick together as there was more of us than the black people in this particular exit. As some of them looked around through the exit door, we noticed the BLM wasn't paying attention and they were trying to scavenge for food. So while they were covering this exit, there was either some type of cafeteria near this exit or something. So they were scavenging for food. Now I want you to think of like six double doors that led to a hallway that led to, I guess, this cafeteria that led to other double doors that was the exit. So they were there blocking it. Um, so as some of us looked through the door, we noticed that, again, noticed the BLM wasn't paying attention. They were trying to find food. We began to make weird noises to see if they would come out. So we were like whistling and just making any type of noise to see if they were really paying attention to the exit so that we can pass through. Um, all right, where we at? Began passing through the hallway exit to see if they were still blocking. Sure enough, they showed themselves. So the Spanish people began to back up in fear because of the BLM that were blocking his door. I again encouraged them that we were more of them. Not only that, but that Jesus was with me and us. And they realized I was speaking truth. The BLM, as we started approaching them, the BLM started backing up. So we kind of, it was kind of like a cowboy dance square off that we were going to the left, they were going to the left, so they were circling, but they were letting us pass through because we realized we were more of them. Uh, more as united, we made it through. A bunch of us made it outside and found a pickup truck. Someone drove as I was giving them direction on which way to drive. So we're taking off in this direction, and then a bunch of us were in the pickup truck, and I was giving them direction. As we were speeding away, a big, huge reptilian saw us and began to chase after us. It was so fast that he was keeping up to the truck. And mind you, we were doing like 80 miles an hour. So this thing is charging at us, coming. Uh, and it was just, his arms are so huge, and he looked like Killer Croc from Batman. Um, we kept dodging parked cars because and swerving because there was parked cars everywhere. But since the reptilian was like kind of directly behind us, it didn't see what was in front of us. So as it got close, we kind of like stayed our course, like if we were gonna crash into the car. But at the last minute, we dodged it. So that tactic helped in a sense where since the reptilian, as he was chasing us, didn't see the parked cars in front of us, he would crash into it. Oh, sorry, that was funny. Um, so we kept doing that, swerving. Now now this thing would crash, flip over, and get hurt. Get back up and start to charge again. Okay, so I got here. We kept dodging parked cars as we swerved. The reptilian couldn't see ahead of us, because the truck was blocking his view. So we swerved and he hit those vehicles, crashing. But it would continue to pursue. I began praying, and I don't remember this fully, but I remember praying again, and I believe I caused meteors to fall down and hit this big, huge reptilian. Dream ended, and I awoke. So that was a pretty detailed, long dream. That was it, and I had that. Let's see when I saved this. November 30th. I had this November 30th.
And just to share what I got from it is that there's so much. The fuel in the plane was the biggest question to me because I thought, okay, that could be economic, that could be a just it could be a sign that there's U.S. running out of fuel. It could be the United States running out. Like that's it. It can mean that a war that the U.S. runs out of fuel to do. Um,
Also, what I got from that too, to add to that, Zach, was, um, like you would think if you're flying a jet and you run out of fuel, you got to get to the base. right? So one, either they couldn't make it to the base because they were tied up somewhere else, or two, because of this movement the BLM was doing, maybe they took over that base and they couldn't get fuel. So those were the two things that were running through my head. But this pilot didn't want to land in this chaos. I can tell she it was a woman too. She didn't want to land in this land there, but she did land in a way where she wouldn't die and she wouldn't hurt other people.
Now that you're saying that, I had this other thought when you said that the military may run out of fuel to protect people. Why did the BLM and you guys have a standoff and there was no military to help? Why was there no other type of intervention of anything? I know for a fact that was just to really elaborate on how the civil unrest is going to be. Um, there's going to be a race war, an ethnic versus ethnic, like I talked to him about when you first shared the dream. I was like, it's ethnic versus ethnic, and that's nation versus nation in the Bible. Um, but
Also, remember I was saying that if there's civil unrest, I don't think there should be jets being unleashed.
right, that could
You
be
get
a
what I'm saying?
timepiece.
So I was thinking the reason the jets were out was because we probably were invaded at that point. So I don't think they would loosen jets for civil unrest. Amen. So
And
that could be a detail there too.
I wanted to say this too. Now that you mentioned that since there was chaos prior to that jet falling, that means that there was something that catalyzed that whole event before the jet fell. So it could be what you just said. It could be that there was some kind of problem that allowed this propagation of division. Um, I feel like that jet losing fuel was such a big sign of where America's going to be. It's not going to be the America great and free. It's going to be compromised from within already. There could be something already going on kicking people out. I feel like maybe that BLM could be already happening when that jet fell. That you were just in seeing different things. Um, but especially that reptilian man, that is the one that is just straight obvious of them coming after Christians, coming after persecution.
That was my first encounter with a reptilian. Um, yeah, and you said they're coming after Christians. Yeah,
I feel like also that since you in that dream didn't really buy into the BLM and you were like, yo, this isn't about that. And then after that, you were chased by reptilians. It shows that there may be even more so that the Christians won't follow, right? They won't buy into, but that then the enemy's going to be so desperate that he's going to try to come after them himself. Um, but of course, God has provision. God has cars in the way. God sends down meteors. He's got it covered. Um, it reminds me of Egypt and Israel, how they escaped Israel, right? I mean, escaped Egypt. Israel did. They had the Red Sea had to divide. It was a provision from God only that protected them from the Pharaoh. It was only provision from God that protected you in that dream. But as far as this dream, guys, we don't have all the puzzle pieces to it, but we know it's from God and we know we're supposed to share this. So um if any of you received a revelation from God as well, please put in the comments and share. This is for the whole community to understand. This is from God to understand where we're at and to gain more knowledge and put things together. Because we already know what time we're in. This is a very high prophetic timepiece we're gonna be in for a minute. Um, but yeah, anything else you want to say, Elvin?
uh, I'm pretty sure we're gonna probably get this question, so let me answer it now. I don't know what city that was in. It didn't look like my city here where I live. Um, so I don't know what city that was. Uh, all I remember is a jet, chaos, fighting, looting, BLM acting up, trying to take control, and this reptilian.
Um, This one last thing. I believe the government is going to either, of course, they're going to be manipulating it, but I think because the government may not have the forefront they do now, that the BLM and the civil unrest will kind of propagate, even though the BLM is already government orchestrated. Um, Maybe because people are going to be so in desperation and frantic that they'll want to join a side, right? To feel like they're secure, just like how gangs form. Gangs show up because they want to be something to make sure they're secure. Um, I think it's going to be definitely a fear tactic. However, this is going to be for sure. But that's all I really got to say about this. Just is there anything else you want to add, Alvin? Because I just feel like there's going to be a lot more of what people read or hear this stream and may have something to share.
No, there was just a comment there already that I just read real quick. It could
Yeah,
be. Um, Lord, is there anything else you want me to say pertaining to this dream? Um, no, that's all we have right now. Share this, share this, share
please,
this, share this, because
please.
there are keys in this. And share this not for views. Not I don't care. We don't care nothing about that. Share
It's
this
not
because
about publicity.
we want puzzle pieces. We want to know revelation on this. Um, and God sometimes gives us the revelation then and there. And with this dream, He's not doing that because He wants this out and He wants other people to get this. So this is for y'all as well. Please
Please take it to the Lord.
take it to the Lord and share this. Okay. Um, hey Sam. So thank you. And that's basically what the stream is for. Um, is like any other upcoming streams that we could let them know about?
Uh, I know they're coming, but I don't have a specific time. Um,
Okay.
but just know they're coming. Very, very soon.
All right, guys. That was it. It was just this dream. Hey,
Okay,
John.
everybody.
All right.
We love you guys.
Stop and rewind this and watch it again. Amen. God bless you. Take